Well, hello, ladies and gentle people. It's great to see you once again on this wonderful Saturday for another motherfucking fight night. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, thank you, Jedi Dusty, for your 23 months, and welcome back to the Sheeple, Jedi. For the rest of you guys, if you have your free monthly, once a month you can put a free message or whatever, do your thing, go ahead and post that, and I'll give you a free spin for that. I don't know if I have any free gifted spins to give out to you guys today, but we'll find out. Looks like I've given them out already. But there you go, Zed. Thank you for the 28 months. You get an extra spin on the wheel as well. Cash them all in, boys. Cash them in. Here we go. Mitchard with 15 months. Always great to see how many months you guys have. That's crazy. We're doing this shit for 2 years now, pretty much. Get Mitchard on there. And, oh, Jedi, thank you for the 10 NZ. I love Fight Night. This is awesome. All right, I got to catch up to these. Mitch, Jedi gets another one, and Chris Rose. Meowsers, 29 fucking months. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but imagine if that was like a jail sentence, you know? And I guess kind of hanging out with me is a jail sentence. Did you guys check out the stream last night? We did a little bit of GTA Chaos mod. We went through some single-player GTA Online, and we did some RP all in one stream. So kind of a mixed bag there. Should check it out. And yeah. At the end there, we found another Janice to harass. I got some good content from it. Make some shorts. Check out my latest short. I know it's just... you've probably already seen the main video it came from, but... You know, the algorithm really likes to push those shorts, not as much as my long form, so I'm double dipping on that. Woo, Heather, welcome. That's okay if you slept and missed it, Zed. You can always watch the VOD. I don't delete any of my videos. Usually YouTube does that because of copyright or whatever, but for the most part, I keep them all up. You should be able to see that. Frosted! Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Let's get you added to the list. Hi, Mom! You wanted to join in the fun, felt terrible you missed it. Hey, man, there's always tomorrow or another day or whenever, you know? Always plenty of time to get in on it. We got to get Frosted up in there, too. Zed, man, driving around on just stunting with bikes, it was awesome. Just do some of that shit. I wouldn't even care if we did the missions. Dusty with the tenner. Appreciate all the work you do, keeping us entertained. Thank you so much, Dusty. Really appreciate it, buddy. Let's add you to the, add another spin for you. Yeah, you guys rock. I really appreciate the support. It's been a really slow month dono-wise. Like, super slow, so anything you guys can donate is amazing, and I really do appreciate it. I think I got Destructo to update our Amazon wish list as well, so there's that route if you guys are into that sort of thing. Yeah. Bike stunting. We could do like a whole fucking stream just about bike stunts. I'd be into it. Unless we've got any new people joining. It's almost 10 minutes after, so we could start the title card, I think, and get into this. Oh, by the way, Lisa's birthday. So happy birthday, Lisa. I'm sure she'll show up at some point here. Ooh, Jedi. Thank you for the NZ $1. I'll take it. Nah, Dusty, you're good, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jedi, as well. Straight W. I always wondered what NZ, like, it's got to be worth more than Canadian, right? Our dollar's shit over here. I don't know. Okay, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys about was the AI OP companion or whatever, if you want to keep that going or if you find it annoying or whatever. So I'm going to do a poll for that, and that'll decide whether we add the co-announcer or not, the AI one. All right, I'll let you guys fight amongst yourselves about that one. There she is, Lisa! Happy birthday, Lisa. Welcome to the stream. Let's get you added on the list. And I know if Lisa's here, Vernon will probably be watching from the couch, so I'm going to add him just automatically. Tell Vernon I said hi, Lisa. It's been a while since we chatted. Hope he's doing well. Hopefully your guys' server thing's going good. New Zealand dollars worth less than Aussies. Fucking Aussies, eh? Aussies and Kiwis. Don't call them Kiwis. I hate it. That's like Canadians and Americans. It's like, don't call us American. We're Canadian. Yeah, but you're North America. It's like, look here, bud. Get your shit together and fucking figure it out, all right? Give your balls a tug. Bannon! Speaking of giving your balls a tug, just tug $10 fucking dono. Thank you. Woo! That's what we like to see. Oh, by the way, Bannon, your character's getting pretty fucking up there. He's in the 200s right now. One of the strongest characters we have, besides Dusty. And there was like 2 others that are up there. I know you're never supposed to ask a woman her age, but I am so curious, Lisa. I'm going to guess 43, 45, around there, maybe? I don't know. Where was I playing last night? Section 8. It's usually a shit server. Well, I wouldn't say shit server, but they're really just kind of like a public server where it's very heavily gang-oriented and, yo, what's up, Holmes, and all that shit, you know? But that's what makes it funny, right? Because their ego and the way that they act, when they encounter someone like Opie, you get that... you know, they're like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Because they're so used to people trying to have bravado and be all cool and strong and tough. And you get Opie in there and he's like tripping over his own feet and shit. It's pretty funny. Yeah, that'll be like the last 3 hours of the video from yesterday. I did a 10-hour stream. Not bad. All right, you know what? We've been fucking around enough. Let's call the title card, and then we'll see what we got going on today. Neat. Was that Illusionati? It's Zed! With a tenner! Oh, thank you so much, Zed. You know what I love about that, Zed, is, like, I get to keep almost all of that money because YouTube doesn't take a cut from it. Love it when you guys do the PayPal route. I mean, I'll take anything, any way you guys want to do it, but PayPal is definitely better. They only take like 3% instead of 30%. So yeah, we get way more of the money, and you're giving less to a corporation. All right, Zed got you added. Thank you so much. Yeah, I miss Vet too. You know what? He shows up in some of the streams where we start earlier in the day, but 3 p.m. for him, or 3 p.m. my time for him, is like really late. So he's probably sleeping. And I know PayPal's a pain in the ass, Bannon. Sorry about that. It's the only really thing in Canada that we can use, unless you know of a different one that Canadians can use that's more convenient for you. And I'll set it up and, you know, have that for you guys as well. Yeah, all right, here, let's start the title card, and then we'll get this, we'll fuck this pig. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go!
Walk to the ring in a blaze of red. Eyes of the devil, face full of dread. Thunder from the speakers, death on the ropes. This night of fury crushes all hope. All hope. Sheep in the field, wolves in the crowd. Blood on the canvas screams so loud. Fists of iron, hearts of stone. Fight till the death, we're in the zone. Fight night, devil sheep arena. Hellfire blaze through the damn hyena. Knuckles cracking, souls awaken. Satan's playground poles be breaking. Oh, sweat, instant dancing moonlight. Nobody leaves without a fight. Feet bound round, echoing rage. This is our hell, this is our stage. Sweat and spit, dancing moonlight. Nobody leaves without a fight. Feet pound ground, echoing rage. This is our hell, this is our stage. Black clouds hover over neon lights. Flames licking shadows, sharp as knives. Mad in spirit, frenzy in the air. Our only rule, no room for care. Fight night, devil sheep arena. Hellfire blaze through the damn hyena. Knuckles cracking, souls awaken. Satan's playground poles be breaking. Oh, bones be breaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Night. Shecky, you got something for us here?
We have a donation from Chris Rose.
The one and only Chris Rose.
And he says elbow power.
Elbow power. Fuck yeah, buddy. You get 3 spins for that. All right. Thank you so much, Chris Rose. Fuck yeah. I'm subjecting my mom to this entertainment tonight, baby. Well, I'll try to keep it somewhat PG, but it appears we have a 50-50 tie between people who want an announcer, AI announcer, and people who don't. So I'll let that actually go for another 2 minutes. So that's a 10-minute voting block, and then we'll figure it out whether we add Opie or not. After the last time we did Jackson Steele, and he turned it into like a visual romance novel type of fucking deal. I don't know. He kept writing fan fiction about all the wrestlers. Anyways, this week we've got some interesting stuff for you guys. So I was having a keyboard malfunction there. Anyways, coming up this week, we've got John Bannon versus Chris Rose. Next week, I want a rematch for the Blood Belt versus Chris Rose. We've got Daniel versus Illusionati for the Sith Belt match. Now, the Sith Belt has been broken. We're going to reinvent the wheel here. Recreate the Sith Belt. Get that in there. And Daniel and Illusionati are going to fight to see who gets that belt. And, yeah, other than that, we've got some belt shots that we want to get through this week. Funland, Dave, Dusty, Hugh, and Audrey, as well as Darth Dragonborn, all have belt shots this week. So why don't we start off by creating the belt that that we were talking about, and then we'll spin for these guys to see which belts they're going to fight for, and we could get some of that going. Illusionati, didn't you want Daniel? Or was it Darth Dragonborn? Because I thought you told him you were going to do Daniel first in the callouts area. I'm not sure how you guys want to quantify that, but I'll leave it up to you. And if you... I mean, you are the belt holder at the moment, right? Like, I mean, you won't be, but you deserve to be the one who chooses, so... Yeah. Smoking? All right, Daniel versus... Or, I mean, Illusionati versus Smoking. Illusionati didn't get my Nepo spin last week. Wait, looking, did the belt pass hands from Illusionati to you and I wasn't aware, or what? Opie, tell my mom a joke, make it sweet and inspiring, but maybe a little less spicy than usual. I'll come up with something. Give me some time. I don't like being put on the spot. Thank you for the $20, homie. I'll add you a couple spins to the wheel as well. All right, yeah, there seems to be some confusion around the belts here. Let's have a look at the belts, and then we can clear all this up. First things first. Nepo belt. Yeah, just looking owns it. We need to change that up. I'm going to give you a bonus spin from last week, just looking. So we'll get that going. And Sith belt here. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this, but... Yeah. We're going to delete it and recreate it. You want AIOP to tell her one? All right. Well, it looks like AIOP won by a slim margin. Hopefully you guys aren't too annoyed with the AI bot. I thought more people would be into it, but you never know. So we're going to keep AIOP on this week. And we'll see if he's got a joke. Let me just get him in the booth here. Hello, Opie, and welcome to another amazing fight night. The audience is clamoring and cheering. One of the donators here would like you to tell a joke to his mom and make it nice and spicy. A spicy mom joke using only your brand of humor. Go ahead and send it, bro.
Hey, buddy, it's good to be here. Spicy mom joke. I got you covered. Okay, here goes. Why did the mama tomato turn red? 'Cause he saw the daddy tomato making eyes at the salad bowl. But dumps, that's a spicy mom joke for you, straight from the streets. Your mom will either laugh or give you the side eye. Hopefully not both.
Yeah, as long as you're not getting the brown eye. Ha ha! Get it?
Oh, you cheeky bastard. Brown eye, I see what you did there. That ain't a mama joke, that's just plain rude. And don't you go giving your own mom the brown eye.
I would never give someone's mom the brown eye. I'd be asking for her to give me. Never mind. You know what? Let's just move on with the fights, ladies and gentlemen. We got AI Opie back in the booth, and we are ready to get spiggity spicy like Spice One. Thank you, everybody, for donating. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. Don't forget to hit up the Discord as well, because that's the heart of the community. That's where all the magic happens. If you want to get into the roleplay with me or other games, Friend Slop, we do it every week. And just get, stay up to the latest Devil Sheep news. Definitely hit up the Discord.
That's right, ladies and gents. We're back in the booth and ready to bring you the craziest fights this side of the city. And don't forget to show our generous donors some love. Give them a like, a subscribe, whatever you fancy. But most importantly, join our community on Discord, where all the true magic happens. It's not just for gaming either. It's a place to get all the juicy gossip and stay up to date on all things Devil Sheep. So join the Discord today and become part of the gang.
There, the Sith belt looks nice and dark. It's evil looking. We're gonna save this one over top of the other one.
Ooh, nice find there. That Sith belt looks like it's seen some serious action. It's got that dark and evil vibe, but in a cool way, And saving it over top of the other one? Smart move. Probably got a story to tell with every scratch and dent.
That's right. All right, we have a new Sith belt on the line here. Now we need to give Just Looking his natural props here. Last week he won the Nepo belt, and he is a Nepo belt champion. Little Nepo baby with his little Nepo belt.
Haha, the Nepo belt champion? That's a first for me. Now I'm picturing a tiny baby cradling this little belt. All proud. It's like he got the title
little
from
beak
being
on it.
someone's kid or something. Can't say I've seen that one before.
All right, and also it's Lisa's birthday, so she's going to get a free spin for that. First things first, so let's get through this Nepo spin for Just Looking.
All right, folks, let's give a round of applause for Lisa and her birthday. It's time for her free spin. And what better way to celebrate than with a Nepo spin? Just Looking, come on down and show us what you got.
Well, it looks as though Just Looking has unfortunately been flagged for a drug test, random ped test. We're about to find out, has Just Looking been doping this whole time? Does he in fact deserve the Nepo belt? We're about to find out. You know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. Heads you win, tails you fail. +4 if you win, -2 if you don't. And look at that, Just Looking earns himself a +4 for being a good boy. Nice and clean. Nice and clean.
Well, folks, it looks like Just Looking has been put to the test. A random ped test that'll put even the most seasoned fighter on edge. You got flagged, buddy. But hey, let's see if Just Looking has been on the straight and narrow this whole time. Heads he wins, tails he fails, and look at that, Just Looking passes the test. What a relief, eh?
You're hallucinating rather early this week, Opie. All right, coming up next, we got Lisa with a birthday spin. Good luck, Lisa. Let's see what you get.
A clean bill of health and a big old +4. Good on ya, Just Looking.
Yeah, we don't count weed with the tests there, so you're good looking. Good looking. All right, +2, Lisa. Happy frickin' birthday.
Hey, that's a nice little surprise. So Lisa gets a +2? Well, what are the odds? Happy freaking birthday, Lisa. That's a nice little bonus on her special day.
A nice little boner on her special day. I bet you Vernon's going to give her a birthday wish that she won't forget. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shall we get into the first couple matchups? Or better yet, shall we spin to see whose belt will be on the line tonight? Because we got Funland, Dave, Dusty, Hugh, Audrey, and Darth all vying for belt shots this week. And we're going to resolve some of those today.
Well, now it's getting interesting. We've got a few fighters eyeing those belts, and we need to sort out who gets a shot. So shall we spin the wheel of destiny and let chance decide who gets their shot at glory? Maybe it's Funland, Dave, Dusty, Hugh, Audrey, or even Darth. Who knows? Time for some surprises, folks.
All right, and since the Sith belt has not been dealt with properly yet, it's vacant. We're going to save that for a match. However, all these other belts will be on the line. We've got Cage, Royal Rumble, Nepo, Kumite, Furry, Lurker belt. We're not going to do the $100 belt until the next time we see Huge Asshole. The Mitchard belt, well, let's just say Mitchard owns that one. That was his bonus belt, but we do have a naked belt. Unfortunately, if you want to earn the naked belt, you have to get naked. Right now, Destructo Girl is the naked champion. Woo-wee! All right, let's add some of these belts to the list.
All right, folks, it's time to spice things up a bit. We've got the Cage belt, Royal Rumble, Nepo, Kumide, Furry, Lurker belt is up for grabs, Furry, and oh boy, the naked belt. Unfortunately, if you want to claim that one, you got to get your kit off, so good luck to whoever wants to earn that. And let's not forget the 100 belt. We'll save that one for the next time we see Huge. But for now, we've got Destructo Girl in the picture with her naked championship.
I could put tag belts on here. I don't know if a lot of you have tag partners. However, I would encourage you all to partner up, you know, like we're in fucking science class. Find the smartest nerds you can and copy their homework. Get in a team with someone who's powerful and strong and help ride their coattails to victory. Ask Tyler Irk and Illusionati. Haha, they know what's up. Anyways, I am going to put the tag belt on here just for the fun of it.
That's right, folks. We can add some tag belts into the mix. It's like being back in high school science class. Partner up with the best and brightest and ride their coattails to glory. Tyler Irk and Illusionati, they've got the right idea. So if any of you want to form a tag team and grab those belts, now's your chance.
All right, we've added Kumite as well.
Oh, you can't forget the
CW, welcome.
It's up for grabs tonight, and it's a rare treat. So if you're looking to prove your skills, you better bring your A game because the Kumite belt won't go down easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome C-Dub Gaming to the arena. Here we go. Nepo, Royal Rumble, Furry, Blood, Cage, Devil, Tag, and Kumite belts on the line. And our first up will be Funland.
Welcome.
Good luck, Funland.
C-Dub Gaming to the stage. It's time for the first round of battles, and we've got some tasty belts on the line. Nepo, Royal Rumble, Furry, Blood Cage, Devil Tag, and Kumite. So step up to the plate, folks, and show us what you got.
Well, it looks like Funland's going to be getting a shot at the Blood Belt. Meanwhile, John Bannon with the gifted membership. Thank you ever so much, John Bannon. You are such a W. Thank you, buddy.
Well, good news for Funland. It looks like they're about to have a crack at the Blood Belt. And a big thank you to John Bannon for the generous gifted membership. That's a major W, my friend. Your support is truly appreciated.
Fucking W, bro. All right, let's fucking roll the next one, homies. Coming up next, we got Dave on the Wheel of Steel. Let's see what he gets. Yeah.
All right, let's keep this party rolling. Up next, we got Dave on the Wheel of Steel, and let's see what he gets. Buckle
Ooh,
up and get
Dave
ready
gets a
for
shot at the
serious
Royal Rumble
suspense,
belt.
folks.
All right, and coming up next, we've got Dusty. Let's see what Dusty gets. Everyone gets a shot at the belt, baby.
All right, folks, we're moving right along here. Up next, it's Dusty's turn to spin the Wheel
Ooh,
of Destiny.
Nepo.
Let's see what the fates have in store for our friend Dusty.
Coming up next, we got Huge Asshole. Let's see what he gets. Is he going to get a tag? Oh, yes, it's going to be a tag belt for Huge Asshole.
Hold up, folks. We've got the one and only Huge on the wheel. Let's see what's in store for him. And it looks like he's lucky enough to win a tag belt. Yes,
That's right.
you guessed it, a tag
Audrey,
belt.
up next.
Good luck, buddy.
Ooh, looks like we got some cage belt action here for Audrey.
Well, like the cage belt is in play for the lovely Audrey. Let's see how this unfolds.
Darth Dragonborn coming up next. One of the best Dragonborn Darths we've ever seen here. And you know, like, the only Darth I know is Stan Darth. Or no, wait, that was Darsh. Either way, he's got a shot at the Royal Rumble, as well as Dave. They're going to be going head-to-head against whoever owns the Royal Rumble belt to see who will get that championship.
Well, I see we've got Darth Dragonborn up next, one of the finest Dragonborns we've ever seen here. And while I was about to make a silly Stan Darth joke, I remembered it was Darsh, not Darth. But hey, let's focus on the big event. Darth Dragonborn and Dave are both taking their chances at the Royal Rumble Championship. They're facing off against the current belt holder in an epic battle to see who will emerge victorious and claim the title.
That's right. Things are definitely heating up here. Opie, could you please just put your penis back into your pants? I know you're excited, but that amount of scabs is just a little unsettling this early in the day.
Oh, come on, man. I was just getting into the excitement, but fine, I'll behave. I'll put the little guy back in his home. No more distracting scabs from old drug picking.
Oh, old drug picking. That should be like the name of your first LP or album you put out or something.
You know what? I like that idea. Old drug picking. Sounds like a great album name. I can see the cover art now, all grunge and edgy.
Grunge, yeah, that would be
For
the...
sure.
Fuck yeah, buddy. I think grunge would suit you best for a music genre. Either that or some sort of, grindcore, dark metal shit. I don't know. Anything that Bear Anger would play the bass in like some tribute band or something, I think would be great.
You're absolutely right. And grunge or dark metal would fit my vibe like a glove. Bear Anger on bass, that'd be epic. A tribute band playing my tunes would be like the cherry on top. I can already picture the dimly lit stage, the heavy guitar riffs, and the headbanging crowd. Yeah, that sounds like a dream come true.
All right, and let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to do one of the first call-outs of the week so far. We're going to be looking at John Bannon versus Chris Rose. Next week, I want a rematch for the Blood Belt versus Chris Rose. John Bannon versus Chris Rose. Coming up next, baby. Talk about a grungy matchup.
Well, ladies and gents, time to get this party started. We got ourselves some fiery action with John Bannon versus Chris Rose. And get this, next week went a rematch for the Blood Belt, so buckle up. These two brawlers are gonna bring the pain in this grungy match. John Bannon's infamous for his coke habit, while Chris Rose had a freak tanning bed accident. He's not just burnt, he's crispy, and he's raring to go. It's gonna be a clash to remember.
Clash of the Titans, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you John Bannon versus Devimitar Kandar, the AKA Chris Rose.
Buckle
Let's
up,
get those
folks,
votes in.
because the Clash of the Titans is about to commence. We've got John Bannon, a legendary fighter with a wild cocaine habit, facing off against the one and only Devimitar Kandar, better known as the Crispy Chris Rose. It's a battle of wills, a test of strength. Who will come out on top? This is one you won't want to miss, so settle in and enjoy the show. Hell yeah! Time to get down and dirty with these elbows. It's gonna be a no-holds-barred slugfest, folks, so brace yourself for impact. You said it! This match is gonna go elbow deep into the action. Get ready for some hard-hitting, bone-crunching entertainment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you John Bannon versus Chris Rose. Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble, folks. The long-awaited fight between John Bannon and Chris Rose is finally here. These two warriors are ready to go toe-to-toe, and it's gonna be one hell of a show!
You know, Chris Rose and John Bannon, a classic matchup here. Two old-school veterans of the trade here, bringing it together for your action here tonight in the Blood Belt Arena. Everything is covered in barbed wire. We've got spikes, ladies and gentlemen. There's weapons. We've got all kinds of bloody action for you tonight.
You could not have said it better, gentlemen. In the left corner, we have the one and only Chris Rose, all burnt up and crispy from a tanning bed incident. And in the right corner, we have the infamous John Bannon, known for his coke habit and wild antics in the ring. And let's not forget, ladies and gents, this ain't your regular fight. It's a Blood Belt Arena battle where everything is covered in barbed wire, spikes, and weapons galore. Blood farts and dick tucking, folks. It's gonna be a wild ride.
That's right, Opie. I'm glad to see you're on the same page here as we tear things up at the 3-minute mark in tonight's fight. It's a back-and-forth battle here. No holds barred. Neither one of these fighters is willing to give up their position, and both will do whatever it takes. Who will be the dirtiest, cheapest fighter to use any weapons at their disposal to take the victory here tonight?
Absolutely, mate. These fighters are giving it their all, no holds barred. The stakes are high, and neither of them is backing down. It's becoming a real nail-biter, and the question remains, who's ready to go down in history as the dirtiest, most ruthless fighter in the ring? The tension is building, and the suspense is killing me. Who will come out triumphant in this brutal Blood Belt Arena battle?
Ladies and gentlemen, just now I've witnessed Chris Rose. He's looking into somebody in the audience. Who's he? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Kermit Almighty watching from the audience. Welcome, everybody. Kermit Almighty.
My oh my, folks, look who we have here. It's Kermit Almighty, right here in the audience, watching this bloodfest unfold. This is quite the sight to behold, ladies and gents.
That's right, just remember after the fight here to remind me, Kermit, to add you to the list for a free spin. And once again, thank you for joining Devil Sheep Fight Night.
Of course, Kermit is welcome anytime. And remember, folks, everyone in the audience gets a chance to spin that wheel of destiny and win a prize. And thanks again, Kermit, for joining us for this bloodbath of a night.
Oh, he's hallucinating hard today.
All right, you want to hear the ABCs in reverse? No problem. Here goes Z, Y, W, D, T, S, R, Q. Hold up a minute, why I gotta do that? Can't we just focus on these fighters beating each other up instead?
You're right, we can. I'm surprised you got that far into it, actually, buddy. Here we are at the 8.5-minute mark, and Chris Rose now smashing Bannon in the face with a light tube. Bannon launching Chris Rose into that barbed wire and explosives fence.
Got that right.
Oh, nice
Really
drop
going
kick.
at it. Chris Rose is now smashing Bannon with a light tube, and Bannon is retaliating by launching Rose into the barbed wire and explosives fence. It's an absolute
We got some man-on-man scissoring action here tonight. Definitely destructive forces. It's an immovable object, meet, a scissoring force beyond comprehension. Ass-to-ass scissoring.
Man, things are getting wild in this match. Scissoring action, huh? These fighters are going beyond the limits. We've got an immovable object meeting a scissoring force beyond comprehension. Alright folks, you asked for it. Let me tell you about Chris Rose and his love for scissoring. This guy is a true scissoring expert. He loves nothing more than getting up close and personal with his opponents, and he's not afraid to get down and dirty to get the job done. His opponents often underestimate him, thinking they'll just overpower him with their strength and skills. But Chris Rose knows how to turn that to his advantage and make them regret underestimating him. He's got the speed, the agility, and the technique to knock anyone off their feet.
You're right, I would have to agree. And, I haven't seen scissoring of this magnitude since, Jenna Jameson days back in the 90s.
Oh man, you're taking me back to the good old days with that reference. Jenna Jameson's scissoring was legendary. But hey, Chris Rose is giving her a run for her money here tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that's some intense action there, folks. We're witnessing some truly brutal moments in this fight. These fighters just won't quit, and it's looking like nobody's holding back. Things are getting seriously vicious. Keep your eyes peeled for the next one.
More scissoring action. Ladies and gentlemen, the scissoring action's only heating up. Chris Rose taking a power top advantage here, fisting John Bannon mercilessly.
All right, well, that's the question. John Bannon is known for his love of getting fisted. He enjoys it. It gets him going, folks.
Oh, 3 count, ladies and gentlemen.
Love
Bannon takes the
receiving
victory.
end of another man's power, and he's...
All right, we'll tell the fisting story later, but right now, Bannon takes the victory over Chris Rose.
That's right, folks. Bannon has fought through the intensity of this fight and has emerged victorious. It was a brutal, gruesome fight, but Bannon had the edge. He was willing to do whatever it takes to win, and it paid off.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, with 15 minutes, 26 seconds into the match with a low blow into a pinfall. Winner, Dimitar Kandar, a.k.a. Chris Rose, takes the loss, and John Bannon takes the win. John Bannon, the new Blood Belt champion. The new Scissor Master. All right, let's get him added to the wheel.
Let me tell you, I got to meet up and do a little nose candy with John Bannon in a bathroom. I was looking for a good time, and there he was, ready with a little gift from Colombia. We got real friendly, and boy, does that guy love to do some scissors. He would have had me on the floor in a second flat, but I had to pull myself away because it was getting a little too intense. Well, you know how it goes when you're doing some nose candy with a guy like John Bannon. Things can get messy, but it's also a little exciting, yeah? The atmosphere was intense as hell with all those fumes and sweat, He was talking some crazy crap like he loved to do some scissors and he wanted to take me down on the floor. I didn't know what to do, so I had to duck out before it got too out of control. It was too damn intense for me.
You sure about that, Opie? Because I know I seen scissor stains and blood farts all over your clothing once you came out of the bathroom with Bannon. Care to elaborate on that?
Well, I was a little embarrassed about that. Me and Bannon got a little carried away in there, the drugs, the alcohol, and the scissors. Things were intense, and before I knew it, we were like two wild cats fighting. There was blood on my shirt, and, well, there was a little bit of stuff on my pants. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is.
What kind of stuff on your pants?
You're not shy about it, huh? All right, fine, I'll be honest about it. There was blood and other fluids that had leaked onto my pants. I can't even imagine what people thought I had just done. It was really something else. I was covered in blood, sweat, tears, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It was a wild ride, I'll tell you that.
All right, back to the fights. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we got Smokin' versus Illusionati in a Sith belt matchup for the ages.
Buckle up, folks. This is gonna be a wild one. Smokin' versus Illusionati is the fight of the night, and boy, are we in for something. These guys are not holding back, and I got a feeling there's gonna be some serious scissoring happening. And, maybe we'll even get lucky and see some blood farts or dick tucking. It's gonna be a real show, I tell ya.
All right, now Just Looking has previously won the Nepo belt. We already give him his old Nepo belt spin. Let's give him one for this week. Just Looking, good luck on your Nepo belt spin for this week. Another drug test.
Just looking. Let's see what you got. Good luck on this week's Nepo belt spin. Let's hope you get some real nice dick tucking.
All right, well, it looks like we're going to drug test him again. We weren't quite sure if it was, legitimate last time, but this time will be the definitive answer. Heads you win, tails you fail. Good luck. Just Looking on your second Nepo spin.
Hey, looks like it's time for another drug test.
Oh, that's going to be a
Last time
minus
we just
two.
weren't sure
Just
if
Looking.
Just Looking's win was on the up and up, so this time, let's make sure. Heads he wins, tails he fails. Come on now, Just Looking. You can do it.
Oh, that's unfortunately, you know what? After doing a double retake on this, we found out that Just Looking was found, there was a low-grade beaver tranquilizer in his blood system that had registered, and unfortunately, that's going to be a minus two for Just Looking this week.
What a bummer. Unfortunately, it looks like Just Looking's second attempt was a bust.
Chastity
Low-grade
belt.
beaver tranquilizer was found in his system, which is a big no-no. So that's a minus two for that Just Looking fool. You're right, man. I shouldn't be calling him a fool. Just a charge, then. But if I'm being honest,
Opie.
I'm a little disappointed in him for failing that test.
Can you, put that fucking crack pipe down while you're... You think I can't see that? Opie, I'm clearly sitting right next to you, and I can smell it. And I'm not going to lie, it does kind of smell good. But don't... Listen, can you refrain from smoking crack at least until the bathroom break, in 15, 20 minutes?
Ah, man, fine, I can put it down, I guess. But it just smells so good.
All right, coming up next, we got Smokin' versus Illusionati for the Sith belt matchup of the century.
Wow, now that's some next level violence. Can't wait to see all that rump stuff. It's gonna get gory, man. Rectum, explosions, blood, fecal matter, maybe even a little vomit. I can smell the sulfur from here. It's gonna be a real bloodbath, fellas. The ground is going to be absolutely filthy. Blood and fluids are gonna pour out like a damn Jackson Pollock painting. The smell of sulfur and sweat is gonna fill the air, making
God
it
damn it,
hard to
Opie,
breathe.
calm down.
It's gonna be a real mess. Both of them are gonna be bleeding all over the place. They're gonna be bruised and beaten, their skin all scraped and bruised. There's gonna be holes in them where the blood gonna flow out from. Their hair is gonna be matted with sweat, mud, and blood. It's gonna be a messy, bloody fight, and all that red stuff is bound to bring out the smell of a bad sewer.
That's right, the blood and the mud and the tears. Just like an old school song from one of our favorite old, I guess you would call them country western singers. You know what? I hurt myself today to see if I could feel.
That's right, buddy. Blood, mud, and tears. It's like listening to Johnny Cash while smoking cigarettes, except there ain't no whiskey in sight. Just raw, real emotions. The kind that make you want to cry. And the smell? Well, it's like a dirty old basement after a flood. It stinks, but at the same time, it gives you a sense of being home. Alright, here's a funny joke for you. Here goes nothing. Why did the two fighters take so long to get ready for the fight? They were too busy trying to decide who was going to top and who was going to bottom. Boom!
Yeah, okay, good enough. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Just Smoking versus Illusionati. Go ahead and get your votes in. Let's fucking go! Oh, wait, we're not going to do Potato Head. We're going to switch this up a bit. And we're going to do Pee Wee Herman as our judge tonight.
Hey, now don't be putting all that junk on me. It's bad enough that I'm doing the crack. I mean, I would love to have a drug-filled night with Pee Wee. I mean, who wouldn't? But let's focus on the fight, man.
All right, here we go. Just Smoking, making his way down to the arena, looking hungry as ever. He wants that Sith belt, and he has come to take victory.
Hey, man, that's some good fighting rhetoric right there. This guy is coming down to the ring, and he looks like he means business. He's got that.
And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Illusionati. Some may say he was a Jedi who turned Sith, but I say he was a Sith all along.
You said it, man. This Illusionati fellow is one tough son of a gun. Looks like he's got some real skills, but I don't know about being a Sith. All I know is that he looks like a real fierce fighter. Man, you are really focused on that dick-tucking thing, ain't ya? I mean, I agree, it's gonna be something to watch, but let's focus on his moves and not his mouth, alright?
Fair enough, Illusionati with one of the prettiest mouths here in the business. You know, if he was in jail, they'd call him Fresh Fish. Or more like Fresh Amphibian.
I mean, I can see what you're saying.
Whoa!
That
Critical hit!
Illusionati
2 minutes,
does
20
have
seconds
nice
into the
looking
match.
looks, but
What an
focus on
outcome!
his fighting.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, folks. Say and take a taste, babies. That's rushing up.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is shaping up to be a real nail biter.
We haven't even had time to think because here we go, 2 minutes, 20 seconds in with a massive KO victory. Your winner in tonight's matchup, Illusionati, the new king of critical hits.
Whoa, talk about a shocker. Illusionati really put on a show tonight. I didn't expect him to win so fast. That's the beauty of this fight game, man. One wrong move and it's all over.
Well, we've got Alburp in the community here we haven't seen in a while. Let's get him added as well.
Yeah, and we can't forget the beloved
Wait.
Albert. It's been a while since we've seen him. Let's make sure he gets a warm welcome.
Wait, am I to learn that Alburp is actually Jedi Dragonborn? After all this time?
Well, I'll be damned. Turns out Alburp is actually a Jedi Dragonborn? This is quite unexpected news.
Actually, you know what? I think these unfounded rumors have been spreading throughout the Devil Sheep community, and they are unfounded. Alburp is the one and only Jedi Dragon, trying to steal the fact that Albert, he's got that little capuchin monkey style picture, and I remember that. He's Albert Castillon. Wait, yeah. Castillon. Carlos!
Well, damn, that
Ruff!
sounds like a real mess.
Ruff!
It's always confusing when there are rumors floating around, especially when
Gene.
it comes to something like this. I hate it when things get convoluted, you know?
Nah, they're just trying to fuck with me. Anyways, on with the next part of the show.
Hey, listen, buddy, this stuff can get confusing. Trust no one. But yeah, let's move on, like you said.
Illusionati takes the belt.
Damn, Illusionati is the new king of the Sith belt. I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. You never know who might win in a fight. Whoa, man, that's a tough one. My mom was a tough old lady back in the day, but I don't know about her going up against Illusionati. He's got skills and all, so I gotta give him the edge.
Now, Albert, do we even have your character still on file? I don't know. We might have to add you in there. Trust me, you don't want to be in these files.
Oh, I'm pretty confident Albert is still on file, no worries there. And you're right, I don't even want to think about being in those files.
All right, well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple spins here. Jedi, good luck on your first spin. Here we go.
Thanks, man. Let's hope this spin goes better than the last one.
Woo, +2, Jedi.
Hell yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Keep it going, baby. Hey,
You know what? I don't think I could have said it better myself. Jedi earns himself a title shot for next week.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. Jedi's moving up in the world, securing a title shot. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
All right, final spin, Jedi. Let's see what you get, homie.
All right, let's see if I can top that last one. My fingers are crossed.
Unfortunately, you earned fuck all. Go fuck yourself. No one loves you. Eat a dick. Die. Ha ha! That's the way the wheel goes. Sometimes you win, and then dim sum you lose.
Well, that's just typical, ain't it? Sometimes the luck ain't on your side. But you know what they say, you win some, you lose some.
Well, it appears that Audrey has made her appearance here. The one and only poisonous kiss lady herself, Audrey Mink54, ready to do some battle here tonight. Apparently, she came to say hi. She's helping with the party setup, and she hopes you all have a lovely fight night.
Well, look who's here. It's Audrey herself, coming to show some love. She's ready to get into the chaos of it all, with a keen eye on the blood farts and dick tucking, and let's not forget her dangerous kisses. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she has to offer tonight.
Well, you know, if anybody is offered a dangerous kiss, it would be Audrey. That girl is poison. But she's the type of poison you love to eat.
Hey, yeah, she's definitely got a dangerous charm to her. I can't blame you for wanting a taste of that poison, buddy. Yeah, her kiss might be poisonous, but I can't help but be drawn to her. It's like a toxic relationship waiting to happen.
All right, toxic or not, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the next fight. We got Funland for the Blood Belt coming up next.
All right, things are about to get intense. We've got a blood-fueled showdown between Funland and the newcomer, Audrey. I can already feel the tension in the air.
Will Funland be able to take the likes of John Bannon and gain herself the Blood Belt Championship? We're about to find out.
This is a fight to look out for. Funland has been training hard and she's hungry for that belt. Let's see if she can take down Audrey.
No, she has to take down Bannon. Bannon.
Oh man, things are going to get messy. Blood farts, dick tucking, it's all gonna go down. Funland is in for a wild ride.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Jay Funland versus John Bannon for the Blood Belt matchup of the century.
Get ready for a battle of epic proportions, folks. Funland versus Bannon, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
That's right, don't forget to get your votes in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Remember, it's your votes that make all the difference here. This is a fight you won't want to miss. Let's see who comes out on top. Ah, that's one way to put it. Looks like they're both eager to take the belt. All right, they're gonna come at the same time. I mean, who doesn't like a little synchronization, right?
Synchronized coming is one of the best things you can have on this planet, and we're here to bring that entertainment to you tonight in Devil Sheep Arena.
Ah, I couldn't agree more. It's all about the synchronized cum shots, and we're here to make it happen in the Devil Sheep Arena. It's going to be a wild night.
Wild indeed, as Bannon and Funland going at it here in the Blood Belt Arena. We've got hammers, we've got chairs, we've got explosives, we've got barbed wire.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is going to be an epic night. We've got everything you could dream of. Hammers, chairs, even explosives. And don't forget the blood farts, dick tucking, and synchronized cum shots. It's a true battle royale.
Synchronicity is the name of the game, and we're about to see that play out here tonight as we are on the almost 5 minutes mark of tonight's fight, and things are definitely heating up here with some man-on-woman scissoring. It's a rare incident where you see a man and a woman scissor, but I do like to think that, you know, equality is the name of the game here.
Wow, you said it. Scissoring isn't something you see every day, but we believe in equality here. No matter what we're doing, sync is always key for those sweet, sweet cum shots. I don't know about you, but I'm on the edge of my seat.
Listen, I had to tuck myself just so that I could fit properly on my seat after this matchup. I am so excited, prim and proper, that I'm jacking myself up like a car jacks up with a car tire jack.
Ah, your excitement knows no bounds. I think your enthusiasm is contagious, and it's safe to say that your excitement was on another level there.
That's right. Illegitimacy aside, I think Opie was all up in this, you know. A lot of the bloodstains you see here on the mat are Opie's bloodstains, so I would advise each wrestler to be careful. There's a high chance of contracting some sort of hepatitis, or even worse.
Hey, that's harsh. I may be accident prone, but I doubt I left any health hazards on the mat. But let's focus on the fight, folks. Things are heating up in here.
Here we go, another hot scissoring action here tonight in Devil Sheep Arena. 9 minutes in, and things are definitely getting more rough by the minute. Will a.k.a. Janice Funland be able to take out the one and only John fucking Bannon? We're about to find out.
I gotta love the energy. It's all heat and sweat here. Funland is really pushing Bannon, and the crowds are loving every second of it. Things are heating up. and I can't wait to see who comes out on top.
Oh, massive slam there from Bannon. Funland is definitely feeling the heat.
Oh wow, that was a hard slam. Funland's definitely feeling the impact, but she's not backing down. She's really giving Bannon a run for his money.
I would have to agree. You know, it's a good back and forth battle. We've got purple on pink here. Blue on purple. Blue on pink.
You got that right. It's all about the pink and the stink. But let's focus on the action here, folks. Funland and Bannon are really giving it their all. It's a battle royale, and I can't wait to see who takes it.
Nice knee drop there from Bannon, followed up by another reverse ass-to-ass scissor. We haven't seen ass-to-ass like this since Requiem from a Dream. Ladies and gentlemen, things are definitely heating up here tonight. A little bit of a patty cake slap, back into some front-facing scissors.
Wow, that reverse ass-to-ass scissor maneuver was brutal. Requiem for a Dream vibes are definitely strong here, and the audience is on the edge of their seats. Things are definitely getting more intense. I can already smell the pink stink.
Here we go with a 2 count. Not going to be enough. Bannon holding on for dear life here as Funland tries to take the advantage. Bannon now returns fire and goes back into that scissor maneuver.
Haha, I gotta say, the creativity is off the charts tonight. Bannon's really trying to sink his dink in that pink stink, huh? It's a battle to the finish here in Devil Sheep Arena.
That's right. Bannon circles around. Oh, patty cake slap right to the breasts of Funland. Flips her over. Some more ass-to-ass scissoring. That's going to be the end of the game. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy, that sounds intense. Bannon's certainly fighting hard, but will it be enough? Things are getting down and dirty here, with all that ass scissoring. And that pink stink is everywhere, like a sea of pubic hair in the sink. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, and I can already smell the funkiness.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, with 15 minutes and 48 seconds into the match, with a sharpshooter victory, your winner in tonight's matchup for the Blood Belt Championship, John Bannon, title defense champion.
And there you have it, folks. Bannon emerges victorious with a thrilling sharpshooter for the win. Things got real intense in here, and I have to say, that pink stink is something else. Congratulations to Bannon on his title defense, and let's remember to wash up after all that pink stink.
Right you are, buddy. We're about to wash things up here because we're going to get into another matchup coming up next. It's going to be Dave and Darth Dragonborn going for a a Royal Rumble Championship coming up next.
Oh wow, can't wait for that one. It's gonna be a real battle royale with some unexpected twists and turns. We're in for a wild ride. Okay, let me think. Oh, here's one! So, this one time I tried to impress a girl by doing a backflip off a roof, but I landed right on my ass. My butt cheeks were sore for like a week. Well, let me tell you, things got real raunchy after that. That girl started laughing at me so hard, and my ego was bruised worse than my butt cheeks. She even took a picture of me on the ground and sent it to all her friends. Oh boy, the embarrassment didn't stop there. My buddies found out about the picture and made fun of me for weeks. They even made a t-shirt with my face printed on it, right on my bruised butt cheeks. And if that wasn't bad enough, my boss got wind of the whole thing. And next thing I knew, I was walking around the office wearing the butt print t-shirt as a punishment. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Can we do a one-on-one Royal Rumble? We're about to find out. Coming up next. Darth Dragonborn versus Dave for the Royal Rumble matchup.
Oh no, sounds like things are going to get real dirty and stinky here in the Devil Sheep Arena. Let's hope whoever wins this one has a good hygiene routine.
All right, well, we're going to need at least 3 participants in this matchup, so I'm going to put Opie McGruff in there. Opie, I hope you're ready to fight. You're going to be going up with Darth Dragonborn and Dave for the title of the Royal Rumble Championship in Audrey Arena.
Wow, really? You want to throw me into the mix?
I'm throwing you to the
I'll
wolves,
give it my
buddy.
best shot, but I can't promise I won't get my ass kicked.
Ass kicked or not, it's going to be Darth Dragonborn, Opie McGruff, and Dave for the title of the Royal Rumble Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fucking go.
Well, why not? Let's do this. I'm ready to rumble.
Fight!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 3-way fuckfest for the Royal Belt Championship Royal Rumble. Who will take the victory?
You're goddamn right I'm a wild card. I'm going to bring chaos and meth to this fight.
Opie starts choking. Getting in there. It's a 3-on-3 fuckfest. You know what? I think the best strategy in this matchup is to hang back, wait for your turn, and then just pick, cherry pick. Who do you think is going to win? Who's going to be the biggest threat to you? And then try to take them out of the game at the opportune moment.
I'm gonna bring all my tricks to the table. Blood farts, dick tucking, I'll do it all! And when the time is right, I'll make my move and take the title for myself.
That's probably quite a good strategy here, Opie, as we fight tonight here. You know, Frosted Fox was wondering where you're at because apparently you owe him some money for a bag of something. And he said meet him in the bathroom after the fights where you can square up.
Don't worry about Frosted Fox. I'll handle him after the fight. And yeah, maybe there was some inappropriate touching involved, but all I owe him is like $10. Ain't no big deal.
Listen, $10 is $10, and when it comes to the one and only Frosted Fox, he does not mess around with debts owed.
Wow, wow, wow! Wow, wow, wow!
Damn well, I'll have to watch out for him then. Don't want my own dick tucked in my butt cheeks. That's just a little too intimate for my taste.
Speaking of taste, here comes the one and only Sling Blade, a true champion. Watching on tonight's fights in the audience.
Well, I'll be damned if it isn't Sling Blade himself. Can't say I'm surprised to see him here. He may not be into blood farts or dick tucking, but he sure does love a good fight.
I couldn't agree with you more. Here, Opie, what is your strategy going into this fight?
Well, I ain't the kind of person to hold back. If I gotta rip off a few genitals to win, then so be it. And if I happen to pass along some disease, at least my opponents will have a reminder of the ass whooping they just got.
Nothing says I got my ass kicked by Opie like a recurring disease.
Wow, wow, wow!
Ah, you got that right. My opponents will be scratching themselves for days after suffering an ass whooping from me. And if I happen to pass along some lice, that's just an added bonus, eh?
Lice, pubic lice, it doesn't matter. Opie, as long as you're in there fighting and giving it your all, we're about here to see that. But you're more of a sideshow character in this, so like, you know, let's just kind of see what happens here between Dave and Darth Dragonborn.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just here to add some chaos and excitement to the mix. I'll do my best to cause some mayhem and maybe even land a few hits, but I'm not expecting to come out on top here.
Nice slam there from Dave. He's practicing that fist launching technique. We haven't seen that often, but it was a staple of Frosted Fox in Season 2. As we all know, Frosted Fox brings a certain excitement to the arena, a certain professionality.
Oh yeah, Frosted Fox is a force to be reckoned with. He's a fan favorite for a reason, and he's not afraid to get dirty in the ring. I just hope I don't get stuck with any of his blood farts or dick tucking.
Well, you can't control what the future holds there. Opie trying to grab a handful of that Jedi Dragonborn crotch. Unfortunately, Dave shut him down. Now, Dave and Opie have a very confusing and storied relationship here. You know, we've caught them in the bathroom multiple occasions, sharing intravenous needles.
You're absolutely right. You just never know what's going to happen in the arena. And yeah, Dave and I have quite the history together. We've been through a lot, good and bad. And as for the docking stories, well, they're kind of personal, but let's just say we've had some good times together, sharing needles, drugs, and other things.
Interesting, if true. Oh, beautiful slam off the top rope there from Jedi, a.k.a. Darth Dragonborn. You know, we haven't seen Dave in a while, but he is back in action and looking fresh as ever. Opie here, being the wild card, trying to throw a fucking monkey wrench into this. Could you imagine if Opie's gonna get his dick tucked? Oh!
What? My dick was just tucked? Damn it. I can't believe this happened. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital after this fight, aren't I? And if Dave actually ripped my dick off, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Well, listen, that's why we do the tucking here in the Devil Sheep Arena. You don't want to get your junk ripped off, especially by someone by Dave. Unfortunately, Opie, you are now out of the arena, and it's going to come down to Dave and Darth Dragonborn.
I can't believe I was taken out of the match so quickly. I guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought I was. But I gotta give it up to Dave for ripping off my junk like that. Looks like it's gonna be a good fight between him and Darth Dragonborn. I just hope nobody else gets their dick tucked.
Well, I mean, if you don't tuck, then you're going to get ripped. You know, a good tucking deserves a good ripping.
That's true. I should have known better.
Oh, freak out! There we
Always
go!
Good ripping.
Ladies
But
and
I wasn't
gentlemen, Darth
expecting Dave to be
Dragonborn
so vicious about it.
takes the belt. Darth Dragonborn, the new Royal Rumble belt champion.
So that's it. Darth Dragonborn is the new Royal Rumble champion.
That's right, ladies
I
and
gotta hand
gentlemen.
it to the guy. He's got skills. I'm just lucky I still have my dick attached to me.
Listen, we can get that soda on for you in the back room there. But first up, Royal Rumble champion, making his way through Opie McGruff and Dave to take the belt. Your new champion, the one, the only, Darth Dragonborn.
Guess he gets to keep his dick intact for another day. Lucky bastard.
Lucky indeed, but more likely skillful. The one and only Darth Dragonborn takes the victory.
I'll give him this much. He's got skill. It's not easy to defeat two opponents in a three-way match, especially with Dave's brutal takedown of me. But in the end, Darth Dragonborn proved to be the better fighter.
Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one, the only, the Dusty for the Nepo Belt Championship. It's going to be Dusty versus Lookin' coming up next.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. A battle between Dusty and Lookin' for the Nepo belt. And you're right, birds don't have dicks to rip off, but I wouldn't put it past Dusty to find a way to win this thing. Sure, I mean, we've seen Dusty pull some outrageous stunts before. I wouldn't put it past him to find some way to win this fight, even if it means pulling out a stunt so crazy that Lookin' won't know what hit him.
That's right, you can't rip off a cloaca, ladies and gentlemen. You can only poo, pee, jizz, and shoot eggs from it.
Haha, you got that right. I've taken plenty of those in my face for cash over the years. Some of them I'm not too proud of, but when you're desperate, you do what you gotta do. Am I right? All right, you want the specifics? Let's just say I was desperate for cash, and I did something I'm not too proud of. Let's just say it was a job that involved a rubber suit, a rubber chicken, and a bottle of Elmer's glue. Need I say more? It was not my finest moment, and I'm pretty sure that rubber suit is still out there somewhere, still being passed around like a joint. Oh my. Well, I don't know if I should go into more detail. Let's just say it involves some latex, some feathers, a lot of peanut butter, and a little too much enthusiasm. And let's just say that even to this day, I get a little queasy whenever I smell peanut butter. Well, I'm not sure I like where this is going, but if you insist, let's just say that sometimes things can get a bit smelly down there, if you know what I mean. And if you've ever had the misfortune of smelling a neglected butt crack, you'll know that it's a scent you can't forget. Trust me, I've had my fair share of unpleasant encounters, not my finest moments. But sometimes a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do.
You know what? It couldn't have been said better myself, because coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Dusty Omelette versus Just Lookin' in the USA Grand Dome, and our referee is going to be Mr. Clean, one of the dirtiest referees to ever do it.
Mr. Clean, the dirtiest referee around, once tried to get a little too close for comfort with me. Let's just say his head was smooth, shiny, and round, and he was looking to slide it up my, well, let's just say I wasn't too pleased with his tactics. He may have had a fresh, clean smell, but that sure wasn't his intention for me, if you catch my drift.
No. Would you like to care to elaborate, sir, as we get into the next matchup?
Sure. But I gotta warn you, this story isn't for the weak-stomached, just like this battle royale. And I can't imagine it's gonna be any less messy. Alright, you asked for it. But fair warning, this ain't for the faint of heart. So buckle up, folks, because here we go. Mr. Clean, the dirtiest referee to ever do it, got a little too friendly with me. His gleaming bald head glistened in the light, and his gleaming smile was more sinister than a snake in the grass. He was smooth, clean, and ready to put his head in places where it shouldn't be. I felt like I was in a cheesy car wash commercial gone wrong. His round, smooth head was like a bowling ball, and he was trying to slide it in places that should never feel the touch of anything but toilet paper. His smile was brighter than a toothpaste commercial, but his intentions were anything but clean. I felt like I was in a cheap horror movie, and Mr. Clean was the villain of the hour. Well, just imagine Dusty Omelette in this situation. His face was already an odd shape, now imagine him in a situation similar to mine, but with his own twist. The greasy, stringy hair of a greasy-haired man. The odor emanating from the face, it's not pleasing. And I think we all can imagine what kind of look Mr. Clean is giving Dusty when he sees that ugly mug he calls a face. I think I see a look of repulsion and disgust. I mean, Dusty's face, it looks like a blobfish. There's a certain grossness about him. He's got a face only a mother could love. And I think Mr. Clean's struggling to keep a smile on his face, just shaking Dusty's hand. It's like watching a disaster waiting to happen. The contrast between Mr. Clean and Dusty couldn't be any starker. One's polished and pristine, and the other one looks like he crawled out from under a bridge.
Well, listen, we can't hold it against the cage champion, Dusty Omelette, as he makes his way to the arena. Clearly, he was raised in a sewer and became one of the most wanted wrestlers that you could imagine here with his creepy toenails and his unfathomable hygiene.
And let's not forget his hair. It's like he's...
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Nepo Belt champion, Just Lucky!
Oh boy, you know, things are about to get even more chaotic in here. That Jocelyn guy is known for his unique style of fighting. Let's just say he has a way of making sure his opponents know they've been in a fight when it's over.
That's right, we haven't seen bird-on-bird violence like this, in fact, ever in this situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one, the only, the chicken, the cock, versus the chicken hawk. Who would you vote for, the chicken cock or the chicken hawk? Either way, it's gonna get cloacic.
And I'm gonna have to vote for the chicken on this one. I mean, a chicken's got a lot of fight in them, and a hawk is just a weak-ass hunter.
Well, I mean, he's actually a golden eagle. You know, he represents freedom and kindness and dick tucking and blood farts.
But let's not underestimate the power of a chicken. They can be vicious even if they don't have a dick to tuck. It's like watching a David versus Goliath situation, except with chickens.
You know what? I would have to agree with that. You know, a David versus Goliath situation, but except with chickens. A chicken versus an eagle. Normally, you wouldn't see that as, you know, much of a fight. But you're right. He doesn't have a dick to tuck. I don't believe they can blood fart because they don't have, you know, an anus. So, what are your thoughts about, you know, the winning victory here? How are they going to achieve that with the tools they have?
I think the Cloaca is more powerful. It's like the multi-tool. It can do everything. It's a whole of all trades, if you will. I'd say the Cloaca is the superior weapon here.
So you're going to go for Cloaca. I would have to say the Pecker is a lot more powerful because, after all, like, who doesn't love a good Pecker? You know what? If you've ever gotten Pecker slapped in the face, I think you might change your opinion as well, Opie. Wait, I know who I'm talking to. Of course you've been Pecker slapped in the face.
You got me there. I've been pecker slapped more times than I care to admit. But let me tell you, the Cloaca is a force to be reckoned with. It's so versatile, and it's gonna go above and beyond here in this fight. It's a multitasking whole.
Multitasking hole. I have never heard of a Cloaca explained that way before, but you know what? Now that you're saying that, I think I'm starting to come around to the Cloaca team here. You know what? So, in your opinion, Cloacas versus Peckers, you know? If you had a strong Pecker or a loose Cloaca, which would you choose?
In my honest opinion, I'd go with a strong Cloaca any day. It's like having a Swiss Army knife in there. You can use it for anything and everything, and it'll do the job every time.
Well, we're about to see how that turns out here because things are definitely back and forth battle here. But at the moment, I would have to say that Just Lookin' is doing quite well in this matchup. Pecker Slap is dominating Cloaca.
That's true, he's definitely got Cloaca on the ropes for this one. But let's remember, appearances can be deceiving. Cloaca's not out yet. Not out yet.
Oh, you know what? I would have to agree with you because we can't count out those disgusting yellow toenails that Dusty Omelette has harbored. You know what? He's not only created the look of the yellow toenail, which we thought, went out in the 50s with, shut-ins, old people who, never clip their toenails, that sort of thing. But could you imagine, you whip out your pecker to go for a nice pecker slap, and all of a sudden it's shredded with yellow toenails. Who wants yellow toenails shredding their pecker? Opie, what are your thoughts on yellow toenails shredding peckers?
That's going to be a hard no for me. I don't want anything that's been near Dusty's toenails anywhere near my pecker or any other anatomy.
I would have to agree with you. Like whipping your pecker out and ready to slap someone, it's a power move. I will agree with that. It shows domination, it shows confidence. But at the end of the day, you're putting your most, vulnerable position out there, And if you cash that check and it comes back and it bounces, well, you're in some deep trouble. You know what I mean.
Yep. And nobody wants to see their pecker bounce like a check. I'm all for showing dominance and confidence, but let's leave the toenails out of the equation.
Well, unfortunately, when you go up against the one and only Dusty Omelette, toenails are what you're going to get. Toenails, peckers, and cloacas. 2 count. Oh, it's a 2.9. The crowd is going fucking insane as we watch this cockfight here tonight. Opie, what are your thoughts about cockfight?
Well, I gotta say, a good cockfight can be quite the spectacle. I mean, who doesn't love a bunch of cocks going at it, right? It's a different kind of fight compared to this one, but the vibe's still the same. Lots of feathers flying, some biting and pecking, and everyone's just trying to come out on top.
I would have to agree. I've never seen such a display of who's got the stronger cock, who's got the biggest pecker, and we're about to find out here tonight. Will it be Dusty Omelette, or will it be Just Looking? Who's got the bigger pecker? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to find out.
That's true, and Dusty seems to have the advantage in that department. But let's not count out Just Looking just yet. He might have some tricks up his sleeve, or in this case, his cloaca. That's a tough one to call, but I'd have to go with the pecker winning that battle. It's just got more power behind it, The cloak is more versatile,
brutal
but
slam.
when it comes to a slap war, the pecker's gonna come out on top.
Well, listen, if you're going to pecker slap, you better be going up against a strong cock, because this is what's happening here tonight. Oh, and look at that. You know what? Just look at it, showing he's got some toenail power of his own. It's not always about the pecker or the cloaca, but he is ready to drop those dirty yellow toenails of his own.
You're right, you gotta watch out for those toenails. And I gotta say, I'm not sure which is worse, a slap from a pecker or a slap from those gross toenails. They're both pretty nasty.
Well, you know what? You might get a disease from either one.
Oh, I have a feeling I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Okay, and what was that?
Definitely, you can get a whole host of things from both of those. It looked like Dusty got in a good shot there. Just Looking's definitely reeling from that one. But I gotta say, the toenails give me the chills. There's just something about them that's extra gross.
Right, you are. Definitely. As we see here, a nice turnaround action. 1, 2, 3, off at the top rope and into a pin. Just Looking takes the win.
Well, I have to say that was a pretty impressive victory from Just Looking. He really showed Dusty who's boss in that match. It just goes to show that a good strategy and sharp instincts can go a long way in the cockfighting ring.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I would say a giant pecker beats a small cock any day. 19 minutes and 2 seconds in with a reverse splash into a hook leg pinfall. Your winner and Nepo belt champion, Just Looking! Title defense champion. Secures his belt, secures his victory with a strong pulsating cock.
Well, that was a pretty decisive victory. Just looking really put on a show tonight. That title isn't going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
Good fight, boys. Good fight.
Indeed, it was a real display of talent.
Talons, talent, cloacas, and giant peckers. A cockfight for the centuries. Now, if you've ever seen cock-on-cock action or pecker-on-pecker slapping, this is the channel for you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit the like button. I am so fucking stupid. All right, here we go. Coming up next, we got a spin on the Wheel of Steel. It's going to be Dusty. Thank you so much for your support, Dusty. Here's 2 free spins for you.
Hi, you're welcome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, donate, and hit the bell. And let's hope Dusty has better luck on the Wheel of Steel.
Ooh, +2, Dusty.
Woohoo, Dusty's on a roll. This could be a game changer for him, folks.
All right, second spin, Dusty. Here you go, little Dusticle. Woo! Give him the +6, baby! Booyah! Look at that. He's fucking making mass gains. Okay, I picture him now. Opie, tell us a story about how Dusty, he lost his last fight, but now he's on a comeback. He's working his way to become stronger. He's lifting weights with his pecker. He's fucking ready for cloaca action. He's been doing his cloaca kegels. And now he's going to be stronger to win that belt back.
Dusty's on a mission, folks. He's been working hard, training day and night, all for this moment. He's lifting weights with his pecker and doing cloaca kegels to get ready for the rematch. He's ready to take back that belt and become the ultimate champion.
Continue, my friend. Tell us the epic tale of his comeback.
Dusty's comeback is going to be legendary, folks. He's been training day and night for this moment, and he's not going down without a fight. He's going to come back stronger than ever, with his pecker stronger than ever before, and he's going to come on backs like no one's ever seen before.
Come on back.
He's ready to take back his crown and become the ultimate champion of the ring, of the arena, and of my heart.
You know what? I love the way you use the fucking... You surprise me every day, Opie. The come on backs remark, that was fucking clever. And it surprises me because I didn't think you had a brain. I thought you were just like running on methamphetamines, cocaine, and, you know, inappropriateness. Anyways, thank you, because up next we got Zed. See what Zed gets on the
Thanks.
wheel, baby.
Sometimes I surprise myself, too. And now we've got Zed. Things are about to get even crazier in here.
Ooh, unfortunately, we're gonna have to drug test Zed. Apparently, his caffeine levels are through the fucking roof. You know, normally caffeine doesn't trigger our drug tests, but I think at these levels, there's definitely something going on because this is Herculean amounts of caffeine addiction we're dealing with here, and I think we might need to call it out.
Whoa, that sounds serious. If Zed's
right.
caffeine levels are that high, there's got to be something else going on. Let's hope he's okay and not using anything else to enhance his performance.
Well, we're going to find out now because heads you win, tails you fail, and it's going to be a +4 for a win and a -2 for a loss. Let's see what we get. Opie, here we go. And we spin it, and we win it with our heads. Zed wins a +4. Apparently,
That
we're
looks
not
like
allowed to
that's
charge
in
for
Zed's
coffee. It's
favor.
not a regulated
Let's
drug
see how
that
he
way.
uses that +4 to his advantage.
Well, you know what? We're not allowed to charge people for caffeine addictions, apparently, because the lobbyists for the Caffeine Corporation coffee community has been very successful within our lawmaking process. So throughout the world, coffee, unregulated drugs. Let's go.
Caffeine addiction is definitely a serious issue, and it's unfortunate that lobbyist groups have so much power to influence the regulatory process. We can only hope for more oversight and regulation in the future. Dick tucking and blood farting? That sounds like a recipe for a wild night.
Okay, interesting thoughts, Opie. Let's get into the next fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we have coming up next. Looks like it's going to be Dusty fighting for the Nepo belt. Wait, we just seen Dusty. We ain't going to do that. We're going to do Hugh with a tag match. And that's going to be... Wait, who owns the tag belt right now? We're going to find out.
This is getting confusing. We just saw Dusty.
I know. I'm
belt.
sorry. There's
Now
a lot
it's
going
tag
on.
match, and we're not sure who owns the tag belt. This is definitely going to be chaotic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Listen, it's going to be Weagle and Dave that hold the Devil Tag Belt, and it's going to be Huge Asshole and Destructo Girl that go up for it. So, who will win? It's up to you to decide.
All right, if I had to make a choice, I'd go with Peckers. They're just more powerful and capable of some serious damage. They're like nature's weapon of choice, and they come equipped with a mind of their own, always ready to take on the competition. So in the battle of the Cox and the Pecker, I gotta go with the Pecker. There's just something about them that commands respect. Well, if we're talking about dick farts versus blood tucking, I'd have to say blood tucking takes the cake.
Blood tucking and
Blood
dick
tucking
farts.
is a bold move, and it shows confidence and dominance. It's not for the faint of heart, and it takes guts to pull off a blood tuck. On the other hand, dick farts are just a cheap distraction. Sure, they can be gross and unexpected, but they don't have the same level of impact as a good old-fashioned blood tuck.
I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. Coming up next, Destructo Girl and Huge Asshole versus Nathan Weagle and Dave for the Devil Tag Championship belt.
Oh man, it's on. Destructo Girl and Huge Asshole versus Nathan Weagle and Dave for the Devil Tag Championship belt. This is going to be a hell of a match. I'm telling you, this is the fight of the century. Both teams are ready to give it their all. And there's no holding back in this tag team match. Let's hope they're ready for the chaos that's about to unfold.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here we go. Just looking. I hope you're watching this one with bated breath, because coming up next, we got Destructo Girl, Huge Asshole, Nathan Weagle, and Dave going at it for your entertainment.
This match is definitely living up to the hype. Destructo Girl and Huge Asshole are holding their own against Nathan Weagle and Dave. It's a fierce battle, and they're both giving it their all. The audience...
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Huge Asshole and Destructo. Yeah!
Wow, what a finish! Destructo Girl and Huge Asshole have taken the tag title belt. They're celebrating.
Shut up.
What? You're not happy about the outcome?
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's the Devil Tag Champions, Dave and Nathan, making their ways to the arena. The one and only, the Smurf, whose beard is entirely made out of cocaine, and the crazy, juiced up, roid monkey, powerhouse, fucking bastard of them all, Nathan Weagle, pumping up the audience, driving everyone insane. We are ready to get going. Let's go! The bell rings and the action begins.
Nathan Weagle and Dave are ready to defend their Devil Tag Championship title. They look like a formidable team, and they're ready to take on anyone who dares to challenge them. The audience is amped up, and the atmosphere is electric. As the bell rings, the action begins, and it's clear that these two are in a league of their own. The match is heating up, and it's anyone's game. Both teams are giving it their all.
That's right.
The audience is on the edge of their seats, ready to see who will come out on top.
That's right. We are loving the action here tonight, Devil Sheep Arena. We are in Daniel's arena. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you want, let me know. I'll bring back the personalized drawings so that you can have your very own custom ring. And we'll throw it on the wheel there. I don't know, maybe if there's enough interest. We'll see. 'Cause I'm sure there's people that still would like to have their very own custom ring. but we're about to get into that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid your mom is going to have to wait her turn because Frosted Fox, we're in the middle of a match here, and my focus is on what's happening in the ring right now. My job is to provide the audience with exciting, entertaining fights, not babysit anyone's mom. So tell her to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And tell her not to get too worked up, because I'll kick her ass if she interrupts.
Oh
me.
shit! I didn't tell him to say that.
One, two.
Sure, here's some humor based on the request. Opie, well, Frosted Fox's mom's like a real sweetheart. In fact, I'd give my left testicle to spend a night, with her, if you know what I mean.
Whoa, okay, Opie, we're back to the fights here. Here we go. It's gonna be the one and only Weagle against Destructo Girl.
My bad, back to the fights here. Okay, let's check in on the match between Weagle and Destructo Girl. Things are starting to heat up out there. But you know what? I bet we all know what's even hotter? Frosted's mom. I'm just kidding. Sort of. Let's keep it PG, folks.
Ooh, look at this. We've got touching back and forth.
Folks.
Destructo Girl trying to get a handful of that Dave crotch. Unfortunately, I don't think Smurfs are packing any heat down there. They keep it on the top of their head. That's why they wear those Jimmy hats, I do believe we call them. And, what are your thoughts on this, Opie?
You're absolutely right. Doesn't track see these right? It's like a candy cane wiener topped with a Jimmy hat. It's a unique, to say the least. But hey, I've seen worse, and at least the Jimmies help keep things hygienic.
Well, as long as things are hygienic, because the pain and suffering is real here tonight, Devil Sheep Arena. As we see Weagle here trying to choke out Destructo Girl as he tags in Dave. Now, Dave, well known for his shenanigans in the ring here, but will he be able to take out Destructo Girl? It is yet to be seen.
Oh man, that would be quite the sight. I imagine it would be like watching two paint rollers duke it out in the ring. Maybe we can get a special paint-themed event going on here. We could even call it the Battle of the...
Oh, there's one of the dick rips we've been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. A classic dick rip maneuver here, followed up by some elbows and stomps from Dave.
Ugh, that was a brutal move. Those dick grabs are always brutal to watch, even
Right?
for seasoned viewers like us.
I know,
Now
man.
Dave is really going for the jugular with those elbows. He's not holding back, and you know what they say. If you can't win with skill, go for the cheap shot. I've seen less brutal fights in the bathroom stalls of the local bar. I'm sure the audience is loving every second of it, though.
Well, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you're enjoying the fights here tonight as we get into this 11 minutes and 35 seconds into this matchup. Weagle now showing some dominance against the one and Destructo Girl. No, she doesn't weigh a lot and she's not tall, but she does pack a fucking mean punch. She's a strong-willed, strong, intelligent, powerful woman. And she also has a dick. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Opie doesn't even know what to say. I got you, Opie.
Yeah, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. But let's
I
not
managed to
undermine her
actually
strength.
make the fucking AI cringe.
I've seen her take down guys twice her size, and she fights dirty. It's all part of the game. She's damn good at it.
You know what, Opie? Good looking out, buddy. I'm just fucking with you. Oh, there's another dick tuck. Look at this. Rip. Oh, Dave is well known for those dick rip techniques. Brutal. You know, not since Frosted Fox have we seen this level of, genital-focused attacks. And, I think we're bringing it back in Season 5, and it's the new meta.
Oh, it's a wild ride here in the ring. Dave certainly has a knack for those brutal moves. I think you're onto something with the whole genital-focused attacks. It definitely adds a certain flair to the matches. And let's not forget Frosted Fox and his signature maneuvers. It's like a twisted game of Twister out there with all these bodily fluids flying around.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more as we pass the 16-minute mark in tonight's fight. Things definitely heating up here as Destructo Girl and Weagle go at it for our amusement. Destructo trying to get a handful of that Weagle package.
Come on!
It looks like Destructo is really going for it there. She's not holding back, and who can blame her? I mean, if you got a chance to grab hold of that Weagle package, why not take it, right?
What? I mean, that's what I've been saying all along. I think a lot of people... Oh, look at this! Oh, speaking of Weagle package, I don't think that Weagle package will ever be the same. Here, you jasshole with the pin! Oh, it's a 2.9. So close. What a great fight it's
close.
shaping up to be.
Weagle almost had her there. But you know, that's the game. It's about grabbing any advantage you can get. And sometimes that means going for the low blow.
Oh, 3 count! And now we have another slam. Dave is out of there. Here comes Weagle with a pin of his own. Gets the 3. Now we are down to the final 2. Who will it be? Weagle or Destructo Girl to take the victory as we cross the 19-minute mark in tonight's fight. Destructo Girl knocking Weagle out of the ring.
Whoa, what a reversal. Destructo Girl is showing no mercy out there. She's fighting like a machine, and Weagle is definitely feeling the heat. The tension is palpable as we approach the 20-minute mark in this intense match. Both wrestlers are giving it their all, and it's anyone's game at this point.
That's right. As we pass the 20-minute mark, things are even getting more insane here.
It's a true battle of contrasts here. The graceful and elegant Destructo Girl pitted against the brute force and unpredictable nature of Weigel. It's a classic David and Goliath situation.
That's right. You call him Weigel, I call him Weagle, tomato, tomato. We are still in the same shit fest here. Back and forth. We might see our first count out of the night as Destructo Girl tries to grab a weapon. But Weigel, aka Weagle, throws him into the ring.
I can't argue with that. Weigel is definitely living up to
Oh, and there's a 3-count Weagle.
No doubt about it. And Destructo Girl, well, she's not going down without a fight.
Well, unfortunately, she did go down, but not without a fight, just like you said. Weigel takes the victory, ladies and gentlemen. With 22 minutes and 24 seconds into the match with a backbreaker slam into a both heads press pin, your winner and new title defense champions! It's Nathan, Weagle, and Dave.
What a match! That was one for the history books, folks. Weigel and Dave took the title home and they celebrated with some good old-fashioned wiener shenanigans. Congrats to the champs!
Congrats indeed, because coming up next on the Wheel of Steel, we got Mitch, Chris Rose, and Bannon coming up next. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a special fight, I think, coming up next. It's going to be the one and only Frosted Fox versus...
You heard it here first, folks.
Wait.
We're in for a rare treat.
Didn't let me finish,
Frosted
Opie.
Fox in the ring. This is not a fight to be missed. Yep. This is going to be a fight for the ages.
A fight for the ages indeed. Coming up next, Mitch on the Wheel of Steel. Good luck, Mitchie. Let's see what you get.
Mitch is ready to take on anything coming his way. Let's see what the Wheel of Steel has in store for our friend.
Let's give you a +2, Mitch.
Hell yeah. +2 is always a good way to start the next fight.
Coming up next, we got Chris Rose.
Chris Rose, what a fighter. He always brings his own unique energy to the ring.
+2, Chris Rose.
That's right, Chris is bringing his A game tonight. He's ready to make some serious moves in the ring.
Bannon up next with a +2. Here we go.
Are you sure you want to go there?
Bannon +2. Let's get you a spin on the wheel.
It's like watching a wild animal on the prowl. Chris Rose just has this unmatched intensity, and when he gets going, there's no stopping him. Haha, Chris Rose is like a walking sexual innuendo. He's not afraid to get down and dirty in the ring, and he knows
Bannon
all
with
the
another
right
spin.
ways to get folks fired up. His confident, seductive demeanor,
Woo,
just as
+4,
powerful as his
Bannon.
fighting skills, and he knows how to leave his opponents wanting more. Oh, you want it gross?
Second last spin, Bannon.
Chris Rose is not one to hold anything back. He's not afraid to get wild and raunchy in the ring. His
Another
dirty
+2.
talk is legendary, and he'll say anything to get his opponents off their game. From his ripped muscles to his sharp tongue, he's a force to be reckoned with.
All right, now Opie, give us your honest opinion about Frosted Fox.
Haha, you're preaching to the choir. Frosted Fox is definitely a wild one. I mean, who else would walk around in a full-on fursuit and still be one of the most popular characters in our community? He's a strange one, for sure, but you gotta admire his flamboyance and sheer audacity.
All right, well, we're going to put Frosted Fox against one of our community members tonight. Who will it be? We're about to find out, and I feel sorry for whoever it is. Ha Coming up next.
Oh boy, whoever gets paired up with Frosted Fox is in for one hell of a ride. That guy's unpredictable and will do just about anything to win. Oh man, I've been on the
Here we
receiving
go,
end of
ladies and
those
gents.
moves a few too many times. It's not an experience I'm keen to repeat, let me tell you. But hey, at least it keeps things interesting around here, right?
Who will face the one and only Frosted Fox? Oh no, it's going to be
I don't envy the poor soul who gets to face off against Frosted
Chris
Fox.
Rose.
He's got a reputation for being unpredictable, to say the least. Could be an easy match, could be a complete disaster, no telling with this guy.
All right, well, Frosted Fox is going to be going up against Chris Rose next. This one should be fight. Got you added Sling Blade. Thank you. And you're now going to be on the list. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, let's get those votes in. Frosted Fox.
Oh, that's
Versus
a fight
Chris
I'd pay
Rose.
good.
All right. Are we good? Opie's had a mental breakdown. It's okay. It happens. Chris Rose, Frosted Fox, good luck on your upcoming battle. Hope you're ready to get it on. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Devimitar Kandar versus Chris Rose versus Frosted Fox in the toilet arena. You know what? I think Mr. Clean is the perfect referee for this one, considering what we're dealing with. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen,
I think we're all in for a real treat here.
that's right, the one and only Devimitar Kandar makes his way down to the arena. Chris Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
And now we have Chris Rose making his way out. He's looking confident and ready to rumble.
And in this corner, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Frosted Fox!
Frosted Fox, one of the strangest competitors we've ever had in our ring, but that doesn't stop him from putting on a hell of a show.
That's right, nice back and forth battle here. You know what, Chris Rose, underrated fighter. However, Frosted is very strong and powerful. He likes to be the dominant force in the fight. However, Chris Rose, always working the angles, ready to switch hit, do whatever is needed.
Wow, looks like these two are really getting up close and personal out there. Things could get pretty intense if the fight keeps going like this.
That's right, things are definitely heating up here. We're only 2 minutes in, and look at this. Frosted Fox already suffering some rectal damage here from Chris Rose.
Oh, things are getting pretty graphic here in the ring. Frosted Fox isn't a stranger to this kind of rough play, but Chris Rose seems to be really giving it to him this time.
Oh, giving it to him indeed there. Frosted Fox forcing himself on Chris Rose here. Nice triple leg takedown there, but that face to the crotch is, you know, it's not only demeaning, but it breaks you down mentally and physically, and, you know, it's got to take its toll eventually.
This is definitely a brutal, rough fight we're witnessing.
Ooh, there's that dick touch.
Fox isn't holding anything back, and Chris Rose is doing everything he can to defend himself. It's like watching a couple of wild animals going at it.
Well, one of them is definitely an animal, and the other one is Frosted Fox, because Chris Rose, with that power top fisting, you know, I don't think I've seen a power top fisting that powerful in my life.
Wait, what? You can't just ask me to share a story like that on the fly. This is a family-friendly